Hello guys, greetings from Silent Infotech. Today we will discuss about the invoice management system of Odoo 11. To use this app, you need to install Invoice app from Odoo app. Go to the app, search Invoice and click on install button. It will take few minutes for installation, and after installation you can see that the Invoice app on colorful Odoo environment. Now click on invoicing and you can see that the list of menus like sales, purchase, reporting and configurations. And now first we will go through the configuration menu. When I drop down it, you can see here the menu items like settings, tax, fiscal points, bank accounts, management, payment terms and payment inquiries. First we will go through the setting. In this section you can see that the default sales and purchase taxes, currencies, customer payments, supplier payments, analytics and invoices rules. You can manage these rules as per your requirement, like if you want tax as per your country requirement, etc. Another sub-menu is tax. You can create the new text by clicking on create button. Just need to fill the text name, text scope, the definitions like text computation and amount, and click on save button to add the text. Here I have created the texts. Here you can see that the text scope, the text name, the group of text, etc. Now we will go through the fiscal positions. This section helps in mapping taxes and account with their relative taxes and account as per countries or group of countries involved in the operations. You need to fill up the information. When I click on create, you can see here the fiscal positions and detect automatically. Add an item, you can add here the tax and product here, and click on save button to add the information here. Here I have created the taxes, fiscal positions, you can see here. Now we will go through the bank accounts. In this section you can create multiple bank accounts. You need to fill up the informations like bank name, receivable, debit methods, payable methods, etc. and click on save button to add the information here. Now we will go through the journal. In the journal section, all accounting entries need to appear in the accounting journal, which is a record of transaction ordered by date. Here you can see that I have created some journals by accounting entries. If you want to create, just click on create button and add the journal name here, the journal type, journal type sales, purchase, cash, bank, etc. and journal entries like short code and next number. Then click on save button to add the information here. Now we will go through the payment terms. In the payment terms section, you can manage the customer payments. I have added some payment terms like immediate payment, 15 days, 13 8 days, and of following months, 30% advance, etc. If you want to create a new, just click on create and add information here, and here you can add the due type, value, number of days, etc. and click on save button to add the information here. Here I have added immediate payment. You can see here the payment terms, description on the invoices, terms, etc. Now we will go through the payment inquiries. In this section, you can redirect your customer to payment platform to collect money effortless and track the payment status. Here I have created some payment inquiries. If you want to create a new, just click on create button and fill the information like payment gateway name, the message, help message, thanks message and pending message if you want to send a reminder to the customer or vendor. I have created here, you can see here the PayPal. I have created the online payment status tracking, etc. and you can install it here. Now we will go through the sale menu. When I drop down it, here you can see that the menu items like customer invoices, customer credit notes, payments, customer statements, customers and sellable products. First we will go through the customer. Here you can see that I have created some customers. If you want to create a customer, just click on create. You can add here the customer as a person, individual person, or as a company. If you want to add a individual person, you can type a name here, the company information, etc. And if you want to customer as a company, you can you can choose company here. Now I will add here silent Infotech. You can see here the created company. The address is 305 State Gujarat, countries India. Here you can add the phone number, the mobile number, the email address here. And click on save button to add the information here. If you want to edit the information, just click on edit button. Here you can add the information like internal notes, contact and addresses. Here you can add the company related contacts, like if you want to add a chairman name, the managing director name, the CEO name, etc. You can add here the contact with their addresses. Here you can add the internal notes about company and their employees, the sales and purchase information. You can add here the person, the customer, the person is either a customer or vendor too. And here you can add the invoicing information like customer payments, the immediate payment, the vendor payment, and etc. Fiscal positions, etc. And click on save button. Here you can see that the customer added. I have created customer. This is the Kanban view of the customer. If you want to, if you have many customers like 64,000 customer or 1 lakh customer, you can search it by individual customer like silent Infotech. You can see here I have get the particular customer if you want. Here this view is a Kanban view. If you want it in list view, you can see here this customer list is in the list view, and here is the Kanban view. Now we will go through the sellable products. Here you can see that the sellable products list. If you want to create a new product, just click on create button. Here I will add the new product earrings. The product either can be sold or can be purchased. The product type is stockable product. The category is all. The sale price is, here I will add 5,000 and the cost is 6,500, and just click on save button. As usual, if you want to edit the information, just click on edit, and here you can add the product photo like product photo here. Here I have added book, and just click on save button. If you want to edit the update the book information, like if you want to edit the quantity of book, you can update here. Just book quantity is like, if we have 100 books here, You can see here the on hand book quantity is 100 and forecasted is 100. Now we will now here you can see that the list of products, and here is the Kanban view of the product. If you want to search the edit product right now, the book, here you can see that the book we have added, and here if you want to edit the information, just click on here, and the book is, if you want to change the sale price here, you can change it. And the sales information, the purchase information is the, here you can add the vendor information, like here is, and then vendor information is silent Infotech. The minimal quantity is 2, the price is 500, and the delivery time is 15 days, and validity through to 22nd to 30. And click on save button. Here you can see that the vendor information I have added. Here you can add the inventory rules, set the inventory rules, like rules is buys. Here I will add the make to order, and the product weight, volume, and the customer lead time is 15 days. The invoicing information, the customer taxes, vendor taxes, and the invoicing policies are order quantities or delivered quantities, control policies, etc. Now click on save button. Here you can see that the updated information here. Now you can see here like this. Now we will go through the customer invoices. Here you can see that the already created customer invoices. The data fields are the customer, invoice date, number, salesperson, due date, source document, total, amount due, and status. Here in the status you can see that the payment status is open, either is open, or either is open or paid. If you want to create a new customer invoice, just click on create. Here you can add the customer, silent Infotech. It's an immediate payment. The invoice date is 23. The salesperson is an administrator, and here you can add the invoice line, add the product item, like I have added the book here, and the book price, and here you can see that the book description, quantity, and unit price taxes are automatically added here, and the the untaxed amount is 150, and the tax amount is 7.50 rupees, and total is 157. Now click on save button. And as usual, if you want to edit something else, if you want to edit another product like computer, here I will custom computer kit, then you can see here the updated price, the product updated price here. Now click on save button and validate the payment. Here you can see that when I validate the payment, the status will be changed open in the or draft to open. If you want to send the invoice by email, you can click here, send by email. You can see that the already updated or already updated default email template. And if you want to edit something here, like thanks from silent Infotech, here you can add the multiple recipient like this. And here if you want to change the subject of the email, you can change here and click on send. Here you can see that the log list of your email or your updated or your default activities. Now you can here you can see that the print invoice. If you want to print the invoice, just click on print invoice. Here you can see that the downloaded invoice, and you can print the invoice easily. When I click on the register payment, now you can this is the invoice number. INV 20180009 is the invoice number. When I click on the register payment, the invoice will be paid. Recently the payment is open but the invoice is not paid. When I click on it, when I validate it, here you can see that the payment status is open to paid here. Here you can see that the silent Infotech payment, salesperson is administrator, the total is 304 and it is paid. Here I have here is the another customer payment. You can see here it is not paid and it is in open status. Now we will go through the customer credit notes. Here you can see that the customer credit notes, the payment which are not paid is paid are open. This is the paid open and this is the draft which will be in the which is in the proceed. Here I will create the new customer credit note. The customer is silent Infotech. The invoice date is 23. The product is book. Here I will edit the another product, ice cream. Another one is pressure cooker, and click on save button. As usual, when I validate it, here you can see that you can send the invoice of the credit notes sent by email, print invoice and register payment. When I click on send by email, you can see here the default odoo template and send the email to the respective recipient like this. You can also print the invoice. When I click on register payment, this will be paid here. When I validate it, it will be paid here. You can see here the silent Infotech payment is paid. Now we will go through the payments. Here you can see that the payment list like this, it's a posted payment status. Now when I click on create button, you can create the information here. The receive money, the customer is the customer, the partner is silent Infotech, and the payment is 500. In the payment transaction, you can add here the payment transaction and click on save button. When I confirmed it, it will goes in the posted section. Here you can see that the silent Infotech payment is in the posted status. Now we will go through the customer statements. Here you can see that the customer statements, like if you want to credit or debit payment or debit information payment, you can send here the you can print the letter or you can send it by email too. Here is the log note or do it later. Here you can see that the default template response, the silent Infotech customer statement is here with the default template list. If you want to edit something, you can add here the some text if you want to change here, and click on save button and send it by email too and click on done. Now we will go through the purchase section. Here when I drop down the purchase menu, you can see here the menu items like vendor bills, vendor credit notes, payments, vendors and purchasable products. First we will go through the vendor section. Here you can see that the already created the vendors. I have created the vendor silent Infotech. If you want to edit the information, like here like I want to add the phone number here and click on save button to update the information. If you can add the internal notes, sales and purchase information. The salesperson is administrator. The industry is IT communication, and click on save button. Here you can see that the created vendor here. This, if you want to search a particular vendor like China export, here you can see that the particular vendor here. Now we will go through the purchasable products. Here you can see that the list of purchasable products. If you want to create something new products like I want to create pressure cooker. The product is consumable. Here I will set the stockable products. The product name is can be sold or can be purchased. The price is 5,000. The cost is 7,500. And here I will add the pressure cooker photo. Click on save button. If you want to edit the information, just click on edit and update the information about this. Here I will update the quantity on hand. The pressure cooker quantity is, we have 50 pressure cookers, and click here. This is the on hand quantity of forecasted quantities, and click on save button. Here you can, if you want to search a pressure cooker, you can see here in the list view the pressure cooker. Here I have created the pressure cooker information. This is the list view. If you want to see it in Kanban view, you can see here it in the Kanban view. This is, you can see here the created products. Now we will go through the vendor bills. Here you can see that the created vendor bills. If you want to create the vendor bills new, just click on create. The vendor is Silent Infotech. The bill date is 23. The purchasable item is pressure cooker. Here I will edit another, the book, and just click on save button. When I validate it, here you can see that the stage will be changed draft to open, and when I register the payment, it will be paid. Here you can see that the paid amount, Silent Infotech, the here you can see that the vendor bill of Silent Infotech, the bill date, the bill number, the due date, the total amount, and it will be paid here. Now we will go through the vendor credit notes. Here you can see that the already created vendor credit notes, and I will create here a new. The vendor bill is vendor name is Silent Infotech. The bill date is 23. You can add here the product like pressure cooker, the ice cream, the book. Here you can see that the three products information with the subtotal with the text, and click on save button. When I validate it, it will change its stage draft to open. Here you can see that the payment of Silent Infotech, the bill date, bill number, the due date, the total, and this is the open. When I register the payment, it will change its stage open to paid. Here you can see that it will change in paid status. Now we will go through the payment. Here I have created some payments. Now we will create a new payment. Here you can see that the send money, the vendor partner type is vendor, the partner is silent Infotech, and the payment amount is 5,000, and click on save. When I confirm it, it will show the draft to posted status. Here you can see that in the payment section it will go in the posted status. You can see here the vendor is silent Infotech, the 5,000 payment amount is posted. Now we will go through the reporting section. In the reporting section, when I drop down it, you can see here the sub menu items like age receivable, age payable, tax report, journal audits, and invoice. First we will go through the age receivable. In this section you can see here the receivable payments like due dates, 32 order, and total here how many you want to receive from the customer or vendors. You can see here is the print preview section. You can see here the print list. You can also export in the Excel sheet also, like this. You can see here the Excel sheet. Another is age payable. In this section also you can see the statements. You can see here the unfold all, and the as of, you can set here the end of last month, end of last quarter, the last financial year, and custom. You can apply the date you want to see, and also as like you can see it in the print preview, and also export in Excel sheet. The tax report, here you can see that how many taxes we applied on sales and purchase, the net of till March 18, and the taxes how many apply. You can see here the comparison previous period, same period last year, and the custom you can add start to end date. Okay. Also add the option of accrual basis, and also print the statements and export into Excel sheet. Now we will go through the journal audits. In the journal audit section you can manage the target moves like all posted entries, all entries, and entries sorted by date or journal entries, and start date to the end date. Here I will set the start date 1st March to end date is 30, and tax invoice in INR, vendor bills, export invoices, and retail invoices you can add here, and click on print. So here you can see that the list of how many we have journal audits, like the company name, the move invoices date, the tax account, partner, labels, debit, credits, etc. You can see here the list of list of tax invoice journals. Now we will go through the invoices. Here you can see that the draft of invoices like all sellable or physical products, all sellable, and all products. Thank you.